is Jedida Wafula. And President William Ruto welcomes proposed talks with CJ Kome. And President William Ruto now says he is ready for dialogue with Chief Justice Martha Koome following sustained attacks on the judiciary. Now, the president, who was in a development tour of Nandi County, however, maintained that the judiciary has been taken hostage by corrupt judges that have deep-seated influence in the corridors of justice and who are colluding with cartels to derail government projects.
Mimi nataka nimwambie Madam Chief Justice, mimi niko tayari. Mkutano kati ya executive, judiciary, legislature, our leadership, the leadership of the executive, mimi nikiongoza. The leadership of the judiciary, ikiongozwa na Chief Justice. The leadership of the legislature, ikiongozwa na speakers wetu. I am ready for the conversation on how we are going to deal with vested interest, with incompetence, and with especially corruption. And I am going to lead from the front in that conversation so that we can deal with a monster that is destroying our country, so that we can deal with those, the corrupt, who go to courts. Once they have been investigated, once they know they are going to be charged, they run to court, obtain orders that they cannot be charged for crimes they have committed.
Na sisi pale tumemshikilia huyu rais. Na sisi kazi yetu ni kumsaidia. Yeye anatuongoza pale, anapanga, yetu ni kutekeleza yale anasema.
We're going to have a conversation about the people who want the status quo in our housing program. The people who want citizens to continue paying rent in their estates. That's why they are sabotaging this housing program, because it is going to create more home owners and more Kenyans. Even mama mboga na bodaboda watakuwa na nafasi ya kuwa na nyumba katika Kenya hii.
We're saying along the same story, Raila warns CJ Kome against holding talks with the president. Now, Azimio la Umoja leader Raila Odinga has warned Chief Justice Martha Koome against meeting and negotiating with the president, saying the move will not only compromise the judiciary, but the country as a whole. Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, on his part, has dismissed threats by Deputy President Gachagua to protest before the Judicial Service Commission on Thursday as a culmination of absurdity. Now, the two leaders spoke separately during the ODM recruitment drive in Vihiga and Wiper Party National Executive Committee meeting in Nairobi.
Please, Madam Martha Koome, don't compromise the independence of the judiciary by going to bed with the executive. There's nothing to be discussed between you and the executive.
There's nothing to negotiate. Absolutely. And I would be very disappointed if Chief Justice Koome was to fall for that obvious trick and fall into a trap.
Judicial rulings must be respected by everybody, including the President of Kenya.
On this issue, Kenyans went to the streets because of the high cost of living. If you add this abuse of the constitutional order, then you are courting for a real disaster. On this issue, Kenyans went to the streets because of the high cost of living. If you add this abuse of the constitutional order, then you are courting for a real disaster.
Hiyo kesi ilitolewa kisiasa. Hiyo kesi ilitolewa kisiasa, maana yake kulikuwa na ushahidi ya kutosha dhidi ya bwana Gachagua. Na mimi nasema hata hapa siku ya leo ya kwamba Gachagua hastahili kuwa naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
Defense Force.
And away from that, now to police arrest a suspect linked to Roysambu massacre and murder. And detectives from Kasarani, Nairobi, have arrested a foreign national at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on suspicion of in the murder of a woman whose mutilated body was found in a house in Roysambu area. Now, the suspect, who was traveling using a Mozambican passport, was intercepted before boarding a plane and interrogated at the airport before being transferred to the Kasarani police station pending identification. As detectives probe the case, the Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, has condemned the recent killings and called on government to protect women and girls.
We still remain very concerned about the long-standing state's failure to protect women and girls from this type of violence, which in most cases occurs in private spaces by perpetrators who are well known to the victims.
In the case of Scarlett Wahoo, several women have come forth that this man had actually been reported to police stations. So we are questioning what happened with the investigation.
President Rigathi Gachagua dismisses succession talks in Mount Kenya region, and intrigue surrounds what is being described as a self-styled deputy presidential race that is all but formally in progress in the Mount Kenya region, even as a section of Mount Kenya members of parliament seconded Ndindi Nyoro to be the next kingpin, so you would say, of the mountain. Here are the dismissals by the deputy president.
Let me say, for the avoidance of doubt, I have only one focus as regards Gachagua deputy president, and no other. I am focused in only one thing: assisting President William Ruto to succeed, and nothing else. Hii ingine wengine wanafuata mambo ingine, I'm not there. Mimi niko hapo. Hata mkipiga kelele gani, mnajaribu to demoralize me. Hata wakijaribu nini, unajua watu wanaleta maneno ati wanitoe kwa hiyo kazi. Ati ndio nianze kujibishana na watu. Ati nianze kutafuta ati wabunge, ati kuwaita kujeni munisaidie. Mimi am focused, and I cannot lose focus. And in this administration, I have no other agenda. My agenda is only one, and no other: to make sure that I assist President William Ruto succeed in the economic transformation of this republic. Na mimi siwezi toka hapo. Those who want to succeed the President William Ruto, muendelee. Sisi, we want him to succeed. Those who want to succeed him, mutukubalie, we allow him to succeed, then you can succeed him. Nyinyi vijana, William Ruto amechaguliwa juzi, mwaka moja. He has 9 years to go. You are talking about succeeding him. Munataka kurithi munataka kugawa mzee akiwa hai. Surely, you people, what is you young people, what is the problem? President has just been elected. Si ni mwaka moja. Ati watu naanza kusema ati ni mimi ati huyu ndio atasucceed yet 2032. Kwanza, it is disrespectful to the president. Hiyo ni kukosa heshima kwa kiongozi. Sasa kiongozi amechaguliwa tu just last year. Ako hapa ndio ana settle down kupanga kazi. Wewe unaanza kusema ati mimi in 9 years in 30 years.
By virtue of his position is the leader of the mountain. Any other thought is far-fetched. Being the chairman of budget, that is an honorable position. And we really congratulate Honorable Ndindi Nyoro for that position. And he is executing it as he should. Kimani Ichung'wah is the majority leader. That's a wonderful position. We congratulate for him. But they are yet, those are all positions that are below the deputy president. So for now, and as a community, I think I need to tell our people, it's no time to agitate in the kind of way we saw. I do not believe that anyone should come out fighting any of those leaders, even if they have planned, they have agitated, they have used their friends to kind of pitch for leadership. That's okay. What they are doing is right. It's only that timing might not be the right thing. I would want to urge all of us within all the senior leaders within the mountain, led by the deputy president, to mentor those leaders. Let us not fight leadership. Let us not fall into the trap that we did fall when we had the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, who before he left made sure he had not mentored anybody and wanted to continue maybe being the leader or something. But whatever we can see, that where, as far as I'm concerned, it's perfect. It is only that it's not being done in the right way.
Let me
now to DPP orders Mackenzie accomplices to be charged with murder. Now, cult leader Paul Mackenzie, alongside 94 other suspects, are expected to face murder charges on Wednesday in